Stockholm is one of the world's most connected cities and also home to both telecom pioneers dating back to 1876 and today's leading internet and gaming industry innovations. According to a recent Atomica report, Stockholm is the startup capital of Europe in terms of the city that has created the most billion-dollar software companies that have valued more than $1 billion since 2003. And this is second only to Silicon Valley. In addition, CNN, Wired, and Tech Europe have ranked Stockholm as one of the top markets globally for tech startups. More recently, a new wave of Stockholm entrepreneurs are changing the world of technology. For example, Daniel Ek, CEO of Spotify, Niklas Zennström, co-founder of Skype and Atomico, and also Marcus Notch Persson, who is game developer at Minecraft. My name is Sabine von Gafke, and I'm your host here today along with Jeff Mucci, who is CEO and editorial director of RCR Wireless. And please join us today as we go local and find out what makes Stockholm so special. So Jeff, welcome to Stockholm.
Thank you.
So tell me, what is RCR News doing here in Stockholm?
Stockholm is consistently ranked as one of the most connected cities in the world. In this segment about Stockholm, we want to provide our readers with on-the-ground insights as to why Stockholm is a center of innovation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stockholm. Stockholm is at the moment Europe's fastest growing capital, together with Oslo, the Norwegian capital just next doors. Stockholm is also the leading city for business in the Nordics, and if the Nordics were a country, it would be the 12th largest economy in the world.
In my opinion, there are several contributing factors behind Stockholm's global leadership role. It starts with Sweden being a small home market, which requires Swedish companies to innovate and create new markets beyond their geographic boundaries. Let's take Lars Ericsson, for example. He founded Ericsson in the late 1800s as a small electronic components manufacturer. In 1909, Ericsson opened manufacturing in the US. They also opened manufacturing in Latin America by opening up their first manufacturing facility in Mexico. By 1915, they had over 1,000 employees globally. Stockholm is Stockholm's city-owned fiber network, which was founded in 1994. Today, nearly 100% of Stockholm's buildings are connected, and over 90% of the residences have fiber connections.
The business model is that we provide only dark fiber and the network is open for everyone on equal terms. And we have absolute no service, only the passive cables.
One of the more recent drivers of innovation has been attributed to the telecom boom and bust of 2001, which resulted in gaming and music innovation, the creating of SUP 46, which stands for Startup People of Stockholm, and that initiative was supported by the city and had leadership and input from a gentleman named Tim Crowley, who created a similar startup environment in Los Angeles. And finally, SVT, which is a national public radio and TV station for Stockholm and Sweden, cannibalizing their own market with over-the-top video.
Start with meetups, monthly meetups, and also something that we thought was key was the hashtag Stockholm Tech, which made it possible for people that are involved in the industry to kind of share what's happening and let other people know, okay, next week something is happening, tag that, and also let the greater world out there in a pretty good way to follow what's happening in Stockholm. So if you follow the hashtag Stockholm Tech, you will get a constant flow of information coming out of the startup community here.
How do we cope at SVT with this new reality? To your left, you have the traditional linear TV channels, the one, the two, the world, the children, and so on. To your right, you have the new world. And we have, as I guess many of you, we have to use the very same money that we entirely used for the left side yesterday. We have to use the very same money to expand to also cover the right side today, which is a very hard question of prioritizing all the time.
Highlights of my trip to Stockholm included spending time with the Chamber of Commerce, meeting with key influencers and entrepreneurs, attending the Ericsson Business Innovation Forum, meeting with TeliaSonera executives, and finally visiting an underground data center that's actually selling excess heat to the city government power plant.
What we do is we take the energy from the data center and then we add some energy to heat it up a little more, and what we put in 28 degrees and we get out about 70 degrees of hot water coming out at the other end. So this is the raw model to work together with a utility company.
In summary, Stockholm's success can be attributed to Sweden's small market size, Stockholm, the citywide fiber network, industry leadership across multiple sectors, and an abundance of quality skilled innovators in TV, music, gaming, fashion, and telecom. All these factors will position Stockholm as a leader in ICT transformation.